but I'm not. Because I'm doing this for the families and for the victims and the survivors. What day are we on?
43? 44?
I think 44. We're on day 44. And we're in Michigan. Crazy, right? I don't know, that's kind of...
Wait. 45.
40.
45 real day, 44 Instagram day.
It's 45?
Mm-hmm.
Scratch that. Day 45.
I don't know where we lost some days at, but there it is.
Oh my God. We got here yesterday to bypass Illinois and Indiana's crazy, crazy humidity and weather. So I think we're gonna get hit with a thunderstorm here tomorrow. We're only gonna be here until tomorrow because this campsite only allows us to be here for 2 days. And then they'll have openings on Sunday, possibly. So this is one out of many issues that we've been having. And yeah, the humidity kind of kicked our asses yesterday, actually the past week. No, I don't know how any Midwestern lives in that. Cannot do it. Nate's kind of looking up some trails to go. It's pretty, the elevation gains like 800 feet to more.
I did just find a 92-mile long trail.
Really?
Yeah, 22 miles of it is rock in the middle of it. The rest of it sounds like it's good. 104 5-star reviews.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
Sounds good to me. I mean, yeah. Yesterday I got really, really upset about something. And yeah. So yesterday I got this message from a person. And they started out very nice and very supportive, and then it turned into shit. And I call this the sandwich theory. Must have been a supervisor at one point. But the one thing he started off with is, I am a skater as well. In parentheses, blader. So this is an inline skater. When I read his entire message, it was like a pure backhanded compliment. And it was, to me, just disturbing, because it's like he was trying to prove a point that, you know, like kind of rallying in other folks that he says he spoke to and making it sound like there's a huge population of skaters that don't like the fact of how we are setting up our GoFundMe. That there's a huge amount of skaters who are like basically trying to tell me, mainly him, that of the reason why we're not getting a lot of attention on what we're doing. And he was very, very precise and demanding of, that's like how they see it. That's exactly why nobody is wanting to help. And he was very convinced that's like the main reason. He claims that he spoke with other skaters, and that these other skaters felt duped when donating to our GoFundMe, and then finding out later that their money is going to be used for dog food. They didn't understand why we were bringing our dogs, and that they were expecting this skate to be me just roller skating every single inch of the way from Washington State to Washington, D.C. And they claimed that that was what was said on one of my videos. That is not what was said on one of my videos. The goal was to reach 3,000 miles. And the goal was to roller skate at least like 20 to 30 miles a day. And that would have been like 2,000 to 3,000. But I noted, and why the Great Skate Tour has the word tour at the end of it, is because we are jumping to different spots across the nation, not skating the entire way through. And he gave me an example of a skateboarder who did that, and thought that was like the best example to give, that all this skateboarder had was their backpack and their skateboard, and skated across America. I told this person that I'm sure that person did a great job, but they don't have neo-Nazis, white supremacy, and other disturbing folks targeting Indigenous women. And this is why MMIP exists. So the reason why we're calling it a tour is because we are jumping to different locations, not only because the terrain, but because of safety purposes. And when I say safety purposes, I feel like I am being perceived as this overdramatic woman. This is why MMIP exists, because women, Indigenous women, are being targeted nonstop. Basically, when we are born into this world, we are born into generational trauma. We are born into trauma itself. We are born having to figure out how to steer our life and route our life, because our parents maybe were survivors of the residential boarding school, and what we grow up in could determine how our life's going to be. Sometimes it won't. Some others will go off and venture off and succeed in life in a different way that suits them. But that trauma is still there. That trauma is still there. And with me, to hear from a person who doesn't have the exact education or knowledge base on what this is, because they kept telling me, you're doing this for a good cause, when to me it doesn't even sound like they know what I'm doing. And expecting me to be like the skateboarder that they're talking about. And with this skateboarder, great, but that's not how we're doing it. And I told this person that we are not leaving our dogs for 2 to 3 months by themselves, especially when one of our dogs has separation anxiety and is a rescue. And I have an elder dog who needs our care at times. This is our family. I don't know if they just aren't dog friendly, or they're not dog people, what? So I got really irritated with how he wrote his message, because it was like compliment, compliment, you suck. Compliment, compliment, we think you suck. But keep skating and skating on. Yeah. And I am not one to tolerate that shit. Because this person does not see the extreme challenges that we go through on a daily basis. They see what's on social media, and within my social media, I'm only able to create a 1.5 minutes of content that happened within a day. And I'm not able to show every single thing that we go through, from our Malamute, who has these anxiety panic attacks at times that wakes us up in the middle of the night and we can't even get rest. And since he's never done something like this before, it's just constant. So this is a dog that literally, probably from what we can tell, never really got to hang out outside or know how to be outside. It sounds to me that he was also caged, because he hates being in crates. like he has a freaking meltdown. He hates vets. Well, dog doesn't, but our husky does, which is weird. Not only that, we are coming across weather challenges, and we were going to stay in an area where there were tornado warnings. Good thing we didn't. And a plan that didn't go through, thank God it didn't, had us changing up our schedule to doing something and moving towards a different area. And it was like in the death center of the most humid area in Illinois. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm having to explain myself to where people understand and believe what we're doing, but I don't want to focus on those fuckers. I want to be able to focus on people who actually see that what we are doing and why we are doing it. Our safety is important. Some people don't get it or understand, and they've told me on a direct message of, I don't understand why we're on Signal. I don't understand why we're on this app. I don't understand why we're on this group message. Can you just post it publicly? I'm like, no. Whether you like it or not, no. If you want to choose to be a part of this group so you can understand where we are located, please do. And I do try my best to keep people on our group chat updated as much as possible. Our day isn't consisting of just, getting up in the mornings, having a breakfast, going out for a skate, coming back and just having some downtime. We are literally, Nate is working right now. He's working a full-time job, and I lost my job doing this, so it fucking sucks. And we do have bills and stuff that we are still having to take care of back home, so it's just a never-ending thing. It's hard too because I am trying to get a job while I'm at it. Keeping up with emails because being asked to do a podcast interview or an article interview, keeping up with all of those, or even just the documentary itself. And then at the end of the night, sometimes, we, for days, we were literally showing up to our campsite around 9 or 10 o'clock at night. We put up our campsite, or our tent, and we've been putting up our tent so many times that we have a system down. Sometimes we don't even get food in until really late at night. Our dogs are overly exhausted. Our dogs are just beat that they just, whenever we are treated to an Airbnb or, like a host in general, they are finally able to sleep. But overall in general, to have myself explain to people so they best understand what is going on, they have every right in their own choice to go to GoFundMe, ask for a refund to get their money back if this is something that they don't believe in, and feel like they're being duped because their money, which is explained on the GoFundMe and has been explained on the GoFundMe since we posted it publicly in November of 2023. A portion of the money is going to help our dogs as well. And they had this guy, this inline blader, whatever he was calling himself, had the audacity to say that that basically was not an ideal purchase or ideal for us to spend money on. And I told him too that we have been sponsored. Who gave us this? Who gave us this? Actually 2 cups. And who actually gave us our dog bowls, which actually they're really expensive. And gave us some dog items because they give a shit about our dogs. We have an Amazon wish list that we actually shut down because we could not find Amazon lockers that people can send our items to for us to pick up because our schedule just kept changing over and over and over again. People were sending us items that we had listed for our dogs, and people were gravitating towards that to make sure our dogs are okay. And one person also mentioned too, this is a rollercation. Bitch, come out, put some skates on your fucking feet, put gear on that is like putting a cloak on or like a blanket on, and come out and skate with me 30 miles with me in heat, in the shittiest weather, or with people looking at you like you're fucking insane, and some people making nasty remarks. This isn't just about the miles, but it is used to promote health, wellness, and healing. So when this person comes at me saying that he's talking and speaking for a majority of the skaters, that they've been duped on their donations, bitch, you have every right to go and ask for a refund, because you're not my friend, are not speaking for the entire skating community.
That way for a bit and come back.
Trail in Michigan. It's okay. It's like an obstacle course. Dodging a lot of debris and roots growing underneath the trail. There's been a couple of them that were like really like a mile high, so up in the air is like, oh my god, So, yeah. Ooh, just kind of smooth out. Yay. I think I have crap in my skate right now. Like on my wheel. There's a lot of young folks running. I think it's like either the middle school or a high school team from around here. Love the way they look at my face. They're very curious. Very curious. And that's what helps. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna maybe ask their teacher, ask their parents or friends. They have good parents. Their parents will kind of know, or they'll Google search it with them. So, yeah. I am not getting speed on this trail. Everything's ricocheting off my wheels. Ugh. Yeah, it was nice for about 5 seconds. Wow. Almost just ate shit. Wow. I'm not a fan of this trail. Nope. Oh my god. On this trail. I can't get speed on this trail. Neat. Fucking scream.
How is today gone?
I'm fucking angry. I don't know if it just had something to do with that one asshole who sent me a stupid backhanded compliment on my messenger and Instagram and just made me feel as if what I'm doing is a scam. I don't know if that just pissed me off even more, and then the fact that people are expecting and have that high expectation that I'm supposed to be like those other skateboarders or those bikers or those runners who fit in every inch and every mile across the nation. And that's who deserves to have the donations and the attention, rather than feeling as if my awareness is misleading. Because I know that folks are hounding me, and they have been hounding me about not getting the miles in. That there is that expectation that I am supposed to be roller skating every fucking inch of this goddamn US. And it's called the Great Skate Tour for a fucking reason. Tour for a reason. Because we are jumping to different areas for safety purposes for our entire team. And even for people who actually come out and skate with us. That we want everybody to be safe. Because MMIP is a lot different than like breast cancer awareness, or completely different than what a lot of other bikers, runners, or anything like that do. MMIP it's a huge target for people to not, or basically to be silenced. And they don't want activists like us doing this. And people do not freaking get it. They do not get it. I'm just frustrated. I'm like pissed because we have not been able to get any miles in. I haven't even reached more than 5 miles within the past week because we find a trail and it looks great and then it's not. And it's like a freaking obstacle course. The more we get past the Midwest, I don't know if it's going to be any better, but the trails here are shit and we cannot find a freaking road either. Like, you would think you would find a road. We cannot find a freaking road that is not scary, not busy. When I say scary, I mean busy. That's what I mean. One that is going to probably call the cops on us if we do roller skate on the side of the road. One that doesn't have any room on the side of the road for us to skate on. It is just not safe. I'm just like, what the fuck? And I feel like we're getting ghosted by people and you don't hear from them. And they're like, oh, they're so gung-ho about supporting us and our mission and everything. And then all of a sudden you don't hear from them again. You're like, oh. I'm getting so sick of that. So I am like up to here. I'm fucking up to here. I mean, we got a month left. And I'm starting to get really pissed about a lot of things. Not just getting the miles in, but people who have that high expectation as if they're like, oh, we're out there skating with you. We know how it feels like. No, you don't.
You make it look easy. All your friends are gonna notice. You make it look easy. Go on and do what you do. All of this looks like gold. What you touch turns to gold. Pop, are you seeing clear? Are you seeing clear? Pop, pop, all the colors here, all the colors here. Pop, are you seeing clear? Are you seeing clear? Pop, pop, all the colors here, all the colors here. Now let me show you something that'll blow your mind. Now let me show you something that'll blow your mind. Now let me show you something that'll blow your mind. Now let me show you something that'll blow your mind. I like where this is going. Turning heads, turning heads. I like where this is going. Make you look twice, make you look twice. All of this looks like gold. What I touch turns to gold. clear.